This video is from the course Introduction. It's designed for complete beginners and assumes you have no knowledge of the subject matter. If you are interested in more beginner, intermediate, or advanced content, check out our website submeta.io. So now covering how to defend takedowns, and one of the most important movements to do is the sprawl, which is a way of preventing Michael from getting a good grip on my legs to do something like the double leg takedown, which we covered earlier. All right, so we're going to be in our grappling stance, okay? So usually in grappling, I tend to lean a little bit forward. What that does is it makes my hands able to engage and block Michael from attacking my legs, okay? Compared to more in a self-defense situation, you want to keep your head away, so you tend to be a bit more upright, right? But in a grappling scenario, we have our hands protecting our legs and our head protecting our legs as well. So we want to match our opponent's head. If he drops his head low, then I want to drop my head low as well, so I'm blocking access to these legs. Now, when Michael goes to shoot for my leg, so he's going to go in to reach for the double leg, I want to make sure my feet come back into the sprawl. Okay, this is the sprawl action here, where I've blocked him having access to the legs, and I can work to either get on top of Michael or work back to my feet from here. So a few things are important when we do this sprawl. First of all, with my hands, I still want to block access to the legs with my hands, even if I miss, we're assuming I missed the original block here and Michael's got underneath that, I can still use my hands to get towards his shoulders, almost like a block with my elbow here, making it harder to reach towards my legs, right? Now, in terms of my body positioning, I don't want to like look like this for my arms, but have my legs available still. I want to kind of lead with I want my hips to come forward first. So as almost the first action, my hips are coming in towards Michael, like so. Okay, it makes my legs further away and more difficult to get at if I lead with my hips as my legs go back, as opposed to going like this, kind of like pushing back where my knees are still available and I'm easy to tilt backwards, okay? So when Michael comes in for the shot, I want my hips coming in and my feet going backwards, okay? My knees going backwards. Now, so notice how my hips have hit the floor. That's really important. And I also don't want my feet to stay planted. If you plant your feet on the mat, sometimes if Michael starts driving into me, I start building back up, okay? I've stuck myself to the ground when in reality I want to slide backwards. I want my hips low, so when he drives in, I slide more so than planted, where I could get pushed back up and taken backwards. So in summary, for the sprawl, I'm wanting to, first, if you can, you don't have to sprawl if you block, but if he beats the line of my arms here, I'm trying to get my arms in front, my hips coming forward as my feet go back, and I'm dropping my hips down to the ground here into the sprawl position where I can start to get back up or spin to the back. So it's great to practice this sprawl as a solo drill. When you do it with a partner, it can be rough on someone who's going for your legs and they kind of get face planted into the mat. So it is great to practice it first just by yourself, getting used to the movement, right? So I've got my grappling posture here. I'm going to drop my hands down to the mat straight, but I want my hips leading this action, okay? So I want to go like this, okay? So I start dropping my hips as my hands start to go straight. I'm moving backwards a little bit and my feet are not on the mat, okay? So some very common errors with this. I see people pretty much like reaching to the mat and then taking their feet out like they're doing a burpee. That's not really the right action, okay? I don't want my feet going back as I'm reaching. I want my hips leading the action like so. And then the other really common mistake is toes on the mat like this, okay? Again, you want your hips and knees on the mat so you can slide backwards, okay? So once more with the sprawl, I'm gonna reach our hands to the mat, drop our hips and our knees to the mat with our toes free. Last thing, don't jump. So another common thing is to see like this, okay? I'm not pushing myself backwards with my hips like this to get power. I want to drop my hips like so. Okay, so you can see the difference. I don't go like this. I drop my hips straight down and back up. I hope you enjoyed this video from the course Introduction on submeta.io. If you go to submeta.io, you can watch this course for free, uninterrupted, with exercises to help you with recall. Also for free, we have the follow-up course to this, Foundations 1 Escapes, which builds on the content you'll be learning in this course.